Young and the Restless, Phyllis, Audra and Claire's sizzling sweeps romances. So we've got 3 potential new romances that are in the works, and they might all start to sizzle by the time November sweeps kicks off on October 30th. First, let's talk about Phyllis. She has a thing for Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, but he's been carrying a torch for Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, ever since he came back to Young and the Restless. Now, frankly, at this point, it seems like there might actually be some potential for Phyllis and Kane because he's finally seeing he does not stand a snowball's chance in heck with Lily. So Phyllis was fixated on him even before it came out that Aristotle Dumas was Kane Ashby. We know Phyllis thought Dumas was the key to her getting a fabulous new career and new life, and showing everybody in Genoa City how wrong they were about her. And then when Phyllis went to France and found out Dumas was Kane, she got flirty. The vibe Phyllis has been giving towards Kane has only intensified since they came back to town. Now, despite him trying to get rid of her, Phyllis is working for Kane, and she's one of the people closest to him. More recently, he finally started flirting back with Phyllis. He invited her to dinner not that long ago. Phyllis and Kane a perfect match on YandR. So, Kane and Phyllis seem to be sparking, and they're both town pariahs, so they're almost each other's only romantic options. If Kane and Phyllis go through with this AI attack on one or more of the legacy companies, they will be even more hated by everybody. Plus, a recent Young and the Restless spoiler says Phyllis finds romance with someone unexpected. So she's definitely getting romance, and I fully expect it to be with Kane. And while I have been expecting this to happen for a while, the people that write YandR spoilers don't think the viewers are that smart. So they probably think that nobody is expecting Phyllis and Kane to hook up. So October could be when it happens for them. And I think Fane might be a good smush name for them. Audra Charles and Kyle Abbott. A fiery rebound romance on Young and the Restless? Now let's talk about Audra. She tried desperately to get Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, to take her back, but he made the smart move and told Audra, heck no. She finally realized that Nate is too good for her, but you know who's not? Nepo baby Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller. Claire dumped Kyle for lying. And if she knew how close he came to dropping that towel and doing the deed in France with Audra, oh my goodness, Claire would double down on the dumping. So Kyle and Audra are both single, and they absolutely loathe each other. But we all know that Kyle and Audra are also hot for each other, though they would not admit it right now. It wasn't all that long ago that Kyle slid into Audra's sheets right after he broke up with Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, over her mom's fake death lies. And Kyle and Audra had a really hot fling going, but it was never romantic. It was never emotional. Young and the Restless, Audra and Kyle fizzle and move on. And then Kyle found love with Claire, and Audra had something really good going with Nate Hastings. But Kyle and Audra both managed to screw up their relationships, and now they're both single. So Kyle is gonna try one last play to win back Claire. He is planning to stalk her all the way to LA. But if he does go there, I can see Kyle getting a huge rejection from Claire, who may tell him there's no chance they'll ever get back together. And he heads back to Genoa City very, very upset. And of course, Audra and Kyle blame each other for their relationships failing, and the feud between them is rapidly escalating. But we all know there's a very thin line between love and hate, especially on soaps. And I think they're going to cross it. And Audra and Kyle will be back in bed together soon. Of course, it won't be flowers and romance. At least not at first. I think it would be hate sex, but eventually, I could see Audra and Kyle catching genuine feelings for each other, and it would turn from a revenge rebound to a real romance. I do think there's potential there. Young and the Restless. Claire Newman's new beginning with Holden. Sparks in LA? The last lovely lady I want to talk about is Claire. So she has been on our radar for a new romance ever since Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, first encountered her on Young and the Restless. I just had this inkling there might be something there. The first time they shared Vespers. Ever since Holden saw Claire at the GCAC bar, he has been growing a bigger and bigger crush on her. Things shift for Claire and Holden on YandR. Now, at the time that she and Holden first met, Claire was still head over heels for Kyle. And Holden was still a little bit fixated on Audra, but after seeing Claire, we have watched it evolve. And Holden has shifted his attention from Audra over to her. So Claire and Holden, they have slowly become genuine friends. And then they got a lot closer when Claire lost her dad, Cole Howard J. Eddie Peck. As a matter of fact, it was Holden who was there for Claire to lean on and was comforting her while her dad was sick and dying, because Kyle was off in France playing naughty games with Audra when he should have been home with his grieving girlfriend. And at that point, it was clear Holden had feelings for Claire. So he didn't care about Audra anymore. And in fact, Holden is determined to protect Claire from Audra. Claire and Holden heating up on Young and the Restless. But lucky for Holden, we saw Kyle and Claire's relationship blow up. And now she is following Holden to LA. And I think things are about to get steamy between Claire and Holden while they are away in Los Angeles. We know Claire wants to experiment and try more things in life, and I'm guessing that means she would like to try another lover and a new romance. I'm not sure that she is looking to fall head over her heels in love again really fast after Kyle, who was trying to get engaged to her, was pushing Claire to move in and pushing her to get married. Sparks flying for Claire and Holden on YandR. So, I don't think that's what she's looking for right at this moment, but I do think whatever Claire is willing to offer, that Holden is totally ready for that. So, I feel like the sparks are going to be flying between Claire and Holden before too much longer, especially because Kyle is planning to show up in LA and make what he thinks is a big grand gesture. He keeps not listening to Claire when she says, "Give me a moment. Let me breathe." He's told his parents, if Claire has too long to think, she'll realize that she doesn't love him. Well, if that's true, then she really doesn't love him, and Kyle needs to back off. But I do think he is probably going to follow her to California, and that might push Claire towards Holden even faster than expected. Watch and see the foundation for these 3 new romances keep building until we get into November sweeps at the end of this month. And then we should start getting Genoa City is reaching fever pitch. And if you thought the corporate battles, betrayals, and shocking reveals were enough, think again. The Young and the Restless is turning up the heat this sweeps season with romance, rivalry, and heart-pounding tension centered around 3 of its most captivating women: Phyllis Summers, Audra Charles, and Claire Abbott. The stakes are higher than ever, and their love lives are about to set the screens on fire. Phyllis Summers, the queen of emotional roller coasters. Phyllis Summers has always been at the center of Genoa City's most dramatic love stories. Known for her fiery passion, cunning strategies, and magnetic charm, Phyllis is stepping into sweeps with a romantic arc that promises both heartbreak and temptation. After a rocky past filled with betrayals from Nick, Jack, and even Billy, Phyllis is determined to take control of her love life. And this time, she's doing it on her terms. Her latest romance sparks when a mysterious new businessman, arriving with secrets as deep as his smoldering gaze, crosses paths with Phyllis. Sparks fly immediately, and the chemistry between them is undeniable. Viewers are in for nail-biting tension as Phyllis navigates her heart while balancing her high-stakes professional life. But true to form, Phyllis's past is never far behind. Will lingering feelings for a certain Newman brother complicate her fresh start? And just how far is she willing to go to keep her heart safe without losing the thrill of romance? What makes this arc particularly exciting is how Phyllis's love story is intertwined with her rivalry with Audra. The tension between these 2 powerhouse women has always been palpable, but romance adds a new layer. Audra isn't just a thread in business anymore. She's a direct challenge in the game of love. Audra Charles, love and ambition collide. Audra Charles has always been defined by her ambition and intelligence, but this sweeps season, the audience gets a closer look at her softer, more vulnerable side. Audra's recent storyline explores what happens when a woman used to controlling her environment encounters someone who challenges her emotionally. Her heart is pulled in ways she hasn't felt in years, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats as she oscillates between desire and duty. Her romance begins in the most unlikely way, through an unexpected collaboration with a charming, enigmatic ally from her past. Their connection is electric, full of playful banter, lingering glances, and a tension that keeps viewers guessing. Is this the start of a genuine love story, or is it simply a game of strategy wrapped in flirtation? The twist. Audra's budding relationship begins to intersect with Phyllis's life in ways that threaten to explode. Imagine secret meetings, accidental encounters, and public confrontations, all underscored by the simmering tension of unspoken feelings. Genoa City's elite will be watching, and so will viewers, because the line between rivalry and romance is blurrier than ever. Claire Abbott, unexpected passion. If Phyllis brings fiery intensity and Audra brings cerebral allure, Claire Abbott is the wild card in this romantic storm. Traditionally seen as composed, thoughtful, and family-oriented, Claire is shaking things up in ways no one anticipated. The sweeps season reveals a side of her rarely explored, playful, spontaneous, and irresistibly magnetic in matters of the heart. Her romance ignites with a new character who challenges her in ways both exciting and disarming. The chemistry between them is undeniable, shared secrets, stolen moments, and the kind of tension that makes viewers hold their breath. What makes Claire's storyline especially compelling is the internal struggle, balancing family responsibilities, professional duties, and the desire for personal happiness. It's a dance of vulnerability and courage, and Claire's journey is a refreshing exploration of love in its many shades. Sweeps season showdowns, love, betrayal, and high-stakes drama. The brilliance of The Young and the Restless this sweeps season is how these three romances are not isolated. They are interconnected, feeding into each other's drama, heartbreaks, and surprises. Phyllis, Audra, and Claire are about to cross paths in ways that will leave viewers talking for weeks. Picture this: a glamorous gala at Newman Enterprises where all three women find themselves in the same room as their respective love interests. Sparks fly, tempers flare, and unspoken tension becomes almost tangible. Phyllis and Audra, once allies in corporate strategy, now find themselves competing in love and social maneuvering. Claire, meanwhile, navigates the delicate balance between observation and involvement, her eyes on the unexpected sparks that could shift alliances overnight. Romantic misunderstandings, accidental touches, and whispered secrets set the stage for high-stakes confrontations. Each woman's heart is tested, loyalties are questioned, and the possibility of scandal looms. This season isn't just about love. It's about power, passion, and the choices that define identity in Genoa City. Fans on the edge. Who will win their heart? Audiences are already buzzing about the potential outcomes. Will Phyllis finally find the stability and love she's craved, or will her past betrayals haunt her new relationship? Can Audra reconcile ambition and romance, or will love be her ultimate undoing? And for Claire, will she step boldly into the unknown, or will caution and responsibility hold her back? Social media is alight with fan theories, spoilers, and debates over every lingering look, every secret meeting, and every heartfelt confession. Sweeps season is proving to be a masterclass in tension building, and the showrunners are leaving no stone unturned. Love, betrayal, and ambition collide in a spectacular, edge-of-your-seat spectacle that promises to keep viewers glued to their screens. A sweeps season to remember. The Young and the Restless has always thrived on intricate storytelling, and this sweeps season demonstrates why. Phyllis, Audra, and Claire are not just central characters. They are the beating heart of romance, drama, and suspense in Genoa City. Their stories interweave to create a tapestry of love, rivalry, and personal discovery that feels authentic, thrilling, and impossible to look away from. For fans, this season is more than just entertainment. It's an emotional journey. The sweeps romances of Phyllis, Audra, and Claire promise everything that keeps viewers coming back: passion, heartbreak, laughter, and tears. Genoa City is alive with love, desire, and secrets that could ignite at any moment, and the women at the center of it all are ready to take center stage. Whether it's a stolen kiss in a dimly lit office, a heated confrontation at a glamorous gala, or a quiet moment of reflection that reveals hidden vulnerability, this sweeps season is shaping up to be one for the history books. Phyllis, Audra, and Claire are proving that romance in Genoa City is never simple, and that's exactly why viewers can't get enough. So buckle up, YandR fans. Phyllis's fire, Audra's intellect, and Claire's unexpected passion are about to light up screens in ways you never saw coming. Hearts will be won, hearts will be broken, and one thing is certain: Genoa City will never look the same again. Of Genoa City, where love triangles, business betrayals, and shocking secrets dominate the headlines, few couples manage to capture the hearts of fans like Phyllis Summers and Kane Ashby. Their connection is not just about fiery passion or mutual attraction. It's about understanding, loyalty, and a rare balance between strength and vulnerability. For years, the soap opera landscape has showcased romances built on drama, deception, and revenge. Yet Phyllis and Kane stand out as a couple whose bond feels rooted in something deeper: genuine compatibility. Phyllis Summers has always been a woman of complexity. On the surface, she's a glamorous, ambitious socialite who knows how to play the game. But underneath lies a woman shaped by heartbreak, betrayal, and a relentless desire for love that doesn't compromise her sense of self. Kane Ashby, on the other hand, is the calm in the storm, a man whose charm is matched only by his integrity, even when the world around him pressures him to make morally gray choices. Together, they create a dynamic where opposites attract, yet similarities bind them in ways that make their relationship compelling to watch. One of the most striking aspects of Phyllis and Kane's relationship is their ability to balance each other. Phyllis, with her bold personality and occasional impulsiveness, can light up a room or stir drama in seconds. Kane, often more grounded and reflective, provides the stability Phyllis needs without dampening her fire. This balance creates a relationship where both characters grow. Phyllis learns patience and trust, while Kane embraces passion and spontaneity he might otherwise suppress. It's a dynamic that resonates with fans because it mirrors real-life relationships. Two people learning, evolving, and leaning on each other, not just coexisting. Drama is the lifeblood of any soap opera, and Phyllis and Kane's journey is no exception. From unexpected business betrayals to entanglements with former lovers, the couple has faced trials that would test even the strongest bonds. Yet, despite the chaos, their connection has remained remarkably resilient. Consider the countless times Phyllis found herself in situations where her past mistakes could jeopardize her future. Kane time and again stood by her, not blindly but with a willingness to communicate, forgive, and find solutions together. This level of commitment is rare in Genoa City, a place where loyalty is often fleeting, and it's precisely what makes their romance stand out. Their chemistry is undeniable, both emotionally and physically. On screen, Phyllis and Kane share moments that are electric yet tender, moments where silence speaks louder than words. Whether it's a lingering glance across a crowded room, a reassuring hand on a shoulder, or a whispered confession in the dead of night, these subtle gestures convey the depth of their connection. Fans are drawn to this authenticity, craving moments that feel real amidst the heightened drama of soap opera life. Their love is passionate, yes, but it's also nuanced, layered, and believable. A rare feat in a world where romance can sometimes feel like a plot device rather than a genuine emotion. But what truly cements Phyllis and Kane as a perfect match is their shared resilience. Both have endured immense personal and professional challenges. Betrayals by family members, business rivals threatening their livelihoods, and personal health scares that remind them of life's fragility. Through it all, they've shown that they're stronger together. Their support for each other is not performative, it's practical, grounded, and heartfelt. Phyllis and Kane understand that love in Genoa City isn't just about passion. It's about being a team, weathering storms and celebrating victories, big and small, side by side. Fans have also noted how their relationship serves as a blueprint for mature romance on daytime television. It's not always about extravagant gestures or shocking plot twists. Instead, Phyllis and Kane thrive on mutual respect, understanding, and the ability to forgive. They argue, yes, but they also communicate. They face temptations, yes, but their loyalty remains intact. This realistic portrayal resonates with audiences tired of repetitive betrayals and love triangles. In a sense, Phyllis and Kane represent hope, a reminder that even in a city as unpredictable as Genoa City, love can be enduring, real, and transformative. The couple's journey is further enriched by their interactions with their families and friends. Both Phyllis and Kane have complicated family dynamics, yet they consistently make space for each other's loved ones, demonstrating an ability to blend their worlds without losing themselves. Phyllis's friendships with other Genoa City power players, like Nikki Newman and Sharon Newman, are tested and strengthened through her relationship with Kane. Similarly, Kane's loyalty to his own family and his business responsibilities intertwine seamlessly with Phyllis's ambitions, creating a partnership that's as strategic as it is emotional. Their compatibility is as practical as it is romantic, a true power couple in every sense. Moreover, the writers of The Young and the Restless have skillfully crafted storylines that allow their relationship to evolve organically. Unlike other pairings that hinge solely on shock value, Phyllis and Kane's love story develops through shared experiences, challenges, and victories. Each plot twist, whether it's a business scandal, a secret revealed, or a near-tragic accident, serves to deepen their connection rather than tear it apart. This thoughtful storytelling ensures that fans don't just root for the couple out of habit. They invest emotionally in their journey, eagerly anticipating the next chapter in a relationship that feels both exciting and enduring. In the end, the magic of Phyllis and Kane lies in their authenticity. They are flawed, passionate, and occasionally messy, but they are also fiercely loyal, understanding, and deeply in love. They represent the possibility that two strong, independent individuals can come together not to change each other, but to enhance each other's lives. In a city where drama reigns supreme and betrayal lurks around every corner, their love is a beacon of hope, stability, and heartfelt connection. So, as Genoa City fans continue to watch the ever-evolving saga of The Young and the Restless, one thing remains clear. Phyllis Summers and Kane Ashby are more than just a couple. They are the embodiment of what it means to find a perfect match in a world designed to keep lovers apart. Through trials, temptations, and triumphs, their love endures, reminding us that sometimes, the most captivating romances are not the ones built on chaos, but on understanding, respect, and an unshakable bond that withstands the test of time. Phyllis and Kane are, without question, Genoa City's perfect match. A couple whose story will continue to captivate, inspire, and remind fans that amidst the drama, true love is no stranger to scandalous romances, jaw-dropping betrayals, and impulsive decisions fueled by heartbreak. But the latest pairing to have fans buzzing is none other than Audra Charles and Kyle Abbott. Could this be the rebound romance that shakes the city to its core? Or is it a fleeting connection born from two wounded hearts? Either way, Audra and Kyle's fiery interactions have already ignited the speculation mill, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Audra Charles has always been a force to be reckoned with. From her early days in Genoa City, she carved out a reputation as intelligent, ambitious, and fiercely independent. But behind that strong exterior is a woman who feels deeply, loves passionately, and most importantly, is unafraid to follow her heart, even when it leads her into dangerous or unexpected territory. Audra's romantic history has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, filled with intense connections, devastating betrayals, and enough drama to rival any primetime saga. Yet, despite everything, she remains unapologetically herself. Enter Kyle Abbott, the scion of the Abbott Empire. Kyle's journey has been equally turbulent, navigating corporate battles, family expectations, and the lingering shadow of past relationships. He's had his share of heartbreaks, mistakes, and reconciliations, making him both relatable and irresistibly complex. Kyle's recent separation from his latest partner left him reeling emotionally, and fans have noticed that the usually composed businessman has been acting impulsively, especially when it comes to his interactions with Audra. Their paths collided at a tense moment, with both characters nursing wounds and seeking comfort in unexpected places. What began as heated debates and playful banter quickly evolved into lingering glances and charged conversations. The chemistry between Audra and Kyle is undeniable, sparking speculation among viewers that this could be more than a casual rebound. It could be a full-blown romance destined to leave both of them forever changed. Fans have been quick to point out that Audra and Kyle's dynamic is classic soap opera material. There's tension, attraction, and a sense of unpredictability that keeps everyone guessing. On screen, their moments are electric. A brush of hands during a business negotiation, an accidental lingering touch, or a private conversation that seems to hang in the air with unspoken desire. Each interaction adds fuel to the fire, suggesting that this pairing is more than a simple fling. It's a collision of two worlds, two personalities, and two hearts in need of healing. But what makes this potential romance so compelling is the timing. Both Audra and Kyle are in vulnerable places. Audra has recently faced personal betrayals and professional challenges, leaving her craving stability and connection. Kyle, meanwhile, has been navigating his own heartbreaks and family drama, searching for solace and understanding. Their shared vulnerabilities create a perfect storm for a passionate, if potentially reckless, relationship. Rebound or not, the intensity of their connection is undeniable. Of course, Genoa City is not a town that allows love to flourish without obstacles. Audra's exes are sure to reappear, adding drama and tension. Kyle's family, particularly the formidable Abbott clan, will likely scrutinize and challenge this new pairing, questioning whether it's a genuine connection or just a temporary escape. And in true soap fashion, secrets from both of their pasts could resurface at any moment, threatening to unravel the fragile bond they're forming. Social media buzz reflects the audience's fascination with this potential romance. Fans are divided. Some are shipping the pairing passionately, drawn to the chemistry and vulnerability they share, while others worry it's a recipe for disaster. Comment sections are alight with theories, predictions, and heated debates about whether Audra and Kyle are truly meant for each other, or whether this is simply a fiery, short-lived rebound before heartbreak inevitably strikes again. One of the most compelling aspects of this budding relationship is the emotional depth it promises. Soap operas thrive on complexity, and Audra and Kyle bring that in spades. Their connection isn't just about physical attraction. It's about shared experiences, empathy, and the desire to be seen and understood. For Audra, Kyle represents someone who can challenge her intellect, match her ambition, and offer emotional support. For Kyle, Audra offers a fresh perspective, emotional grounding, and a chance to explore love without the weight of past expectations. Yet danger lurks beneath the surface. Their intense attraction could lead to impulsive decisions, risky behavior, and conflicts that impact not only their personal lives but also their careers and families. Soap operas thrive on tension, and there's no doubt that Audra and Kyle's storylines will test their loyalty, morality, and emotional resilience. Whether it's a stolen kiss in the boardroom or a heated argument that ends in unexpected intimacy, the audience knows that drama is inevitable and irresistibly addictive. It's also worth considering the psychological nuances of a rebound romance. Rebounds are often driven by the desire for comfort, validation, and distraction from emotional pain. While some may fizzle quickly, others evolve into meaningful, lasting relationships. Audra and Kyle's connection sits somewhere in that gray area. Their emotional wounds make them susceptible to impulsive behavior, but their compatibility and shared values suggest that something deeper could emerge if they navigate the challenges wisely. As the soap world watches closely, questions abound. Will Audra and Kyle acknowledge the depth of their feelings, or will pride and past hurts keep them apart? Can they navigate the complex web of family, work, and personal baggage to build a genuine relationship? And perhaps most importantly, will Genoa City itself embrace, or resist, this unlikely pairing? In true Young and the Restless fashion, the answers are unpredictable, keeping fans hooked with every scene. Audra and Kyle are poised to deliver some of the most emotionally charged, suspenseful, and romantic storylines of the season. Whether it's steamy encounters, heartfelt confessions, or explosive confrontations, their story promises to be a whirlwind of passion, heartbreak, and unexpected twists. In the end, whether Audra and Kyle's romance is a temporary rebound or a lasting love story, one thing is certain. Their chemistry is electric, their interactions are unpredictable, and their presence on screen is impossible to ignore. Soap opera fans live for this kind of drama, the kind that keeps you glued to the screen, theorizing and eagerly awaiting the next twist. Audra and Kyle may be a new pairing in Genoa City, but they're already making an unforgettable mark, reminding viewers why The Young and the Restless remains a gold standard for captivating, high-stakes romance. So, is this just a rebound? Or is it the start of a fiery, enduring romance that could redefine the emotional landscape of Genoa City? Only time, and the next shocking episode, will tell. But for now, Audra Charles and Kyle Abbott have fans on the edge of their seats, hearts racing, and minds racing with endless possibilities. One thing is for sure, Genoa City will never be the same.